Hi, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about the dermatomyositis. The dermatomyositis means the skin plus the myocytes, the muscle cell, which that will be damaged due to the blood vessel damage. The muscle contain a fascicle and epimysium, endomysium. This is the skeletal muscle, remember, attached with a tendon through bone. Let's understand about the normal to the progressive dermatomyositis. So this is the endomysial capillary inside of the this is the cross section of the muscle uh, contain myocyte. So in this way, this is basically showing the myocyte, and in this way, this after the dermatomyositis, the capillary destruction will occur, and the fascicular atrophy. In this, the muscle will be wasted. This is known as the atrophy. In going to the degenerating myocytes and the lumen enlargement of the blood vessel. In this, the blood vessel will be damaged. We will understand the whole process in this video. Let's understand about the pathophysiology, how the disease can progress. Remember, the disease is the autoimmune disorder due to the activation and the misleading of the immune cell. Let's understand from here. We will understand the blood vessel, capillary, and the endomysium, the myocyte. This is the endothelial cell, and which the endothelial cell will damage due to the complex C1 complex will opsonize, and in this way the complex C1 complex will complement activation cascade to C3 protein activation, and this C3 protein activation, basically this is the lumen of the capillary, complement activation to C3, and this cascade of phosphorylation will activate the C3b. This C3b will attach with the MAC, so MAC formation through C3b. In this way, the MAC formation is the pore like, and in this way it is complement activation also produce cytokines. The cytokines will lead to upregulate of adhesion molecule, while the immune cell activation, which that also due to the cytokine, because cyto means cell, kine means the changes. This is the antigen presenting cell activation, while this basically the other immune cell activation like the CD8 and CD4. So in this way, the basically the immune cell activation, in this way the ULA4 activate of the immune cell, and basically it is T lymphocyte, and the LFA will activate to the VCAM1, and the CAM1 bind with the endothelial receptor. This is the endothelial receptor bind with the VLA4 and LFA1 will lead to endothelial cell damage, and the macrophage will also bind with the MAC1 with the CAM1, and this is the process of the pathophysiological upregulate of adhesion molecule. Basically these are all adhesion molecule. When bind will lead to endothelial cell damage, and in this way the macrophage will go into the endomysium, while the CD4 T lymphocyte will also invade due to the destruction of the capillary, because it adhesion molecule will lead to damage the endothelium, will allow the immune cell into the endomysium, and in this way the cytokines will produce an antigen presenting cell, will lead to antigen presentation to the B cell to activate the antibodies. These possible antibodies against the endothelial cell will rupture the endothelium, and in this way the necrosis of the endothelial cell will lead to capillary damage. So these antibodies and the C3 complement system, the C1 complex will lead to C3 activation of the complement system, will go into the blood vessel of the hair, and the epidermis will lead to ischemic muscle fibers death, also necrosis, and the rashes on the skin. This is the sign, but we will understand with the symptoms. So here let's understand about the summarization of the pathophysiology. The complement system activation, number one. Number two, the membrane attack complex deposited into the endothelial cell, and the endothelial cell death will occur. Will lead to step 4 is the ischemic muscle fiber damage. Ischemic muscle fiber damage means the ischemia will occur due to the less oxygenation of the myocyte of the muscle. Step 5 is the release cytokines from complement system and chemokines produced. Will lead to step 6 is the upregulate adhesion molecule like VCAM1, ICAM1 on endothelial cell, will lead to activate the CD4 helper cell, T helper cell will activate the antibodies, while the CD8 also activate if will lead to damage basically apoptosis, but the necrosis is important because the cell death. So the symptoms is the muscle weakness, stiffness or soreness, and problems during swallowing, purple color to the upper eyelids, purple red skin rash, shortness of breathing, and the difficult in swallowing. The basically you can see this. The cause of the dermatomyositis is possibly the viral infection, lung cancer, problem with WBC, and the abdomen cancer, but also the autoimmune disorder it is. So it means the inflammation can trigger it. It is the possible but unknown. The diagnosis is the skin sampling, or muscle biopsy, blood test, muscle enzyme, and the creatine kinase, aldolase enzyme activity, and lactate dehydrogenase, AST and ACT, chest X-ray, electromyography, and the magnetic wave and radio waves we can rarely identify through diagnosis. But the treatment is the medication, corticosteroids, the steroids, and the corticosteroids sparing agents, and the rituximab, anti-malarial medicine, sunscreen and therapy, the physical speech therapy, and the intravenous IG immunoglobulin. Okay. And also the epigenetic and genetic factors like the genetic mutation and epigenetic mutation, also the possible risk factor for causing the possible dermatomyositis. So I hope you make sense about that. It is the disease, autoimmune disease. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video for this, and bye.